Hello, well, we're on part 2 here of my kind of let's talk about Master Keaton set of videos, because I got to the end of the other one, or to a kind of good stopping point, because I'm trying not to make these 30-minute rants in one go. The thing that caught my eye that I forgot to mention or couldn't get to in the other video was we have this scene of, like, Master Keaton hanging out with one of his, like a friend or an associate, and it gives you an idea of, like, the times that this is being written in, where him and his bud go to a park with some beers, and they hang out on a park bench drinking beer and talking their story that friends talk or associates talk. And then the street peddler or something shows up, and catches their attention because a bunch of people are huddled around him to see what he's trying to peddle. And and this is a folding bike. This is something that, to us nowadays is pretty common and everything, but this is NASA created this invention of a folding bike that's easy to carry when you're not using it. Amazing. And these two bros, they're like, all right, sold. They buy it. And then they go for a joyride on this folding commuter bike. And by the cutout impressions, they're not taking it slow, So they get the brewskis, and they get some random bike they bought from a peddler on the street that, if it's a new age NASA thing, is not going to be a cheap toy. And they pile on it like circus creatures and go for a ride. It's not quite like driving drunk like a car, but you can still get here in Hawaii, like, they will give you a ticket for riding a bike drunk, so that gives you an idea of the time period we're dealing with, which is probably bubble economy, 1980s of Japan, or earlier even, for when this is kind of set. And the other part of this, two bros with their that drank their brewskis and are going for a joyride on their bicycle that they just bought, is where they're going. They get themselves a hankering for ice cream, and it's not just we got to go to Cold Stone or some brick and mortar. No, we got to find our ice cream truck and chase that thing down the street. After we did, again, they're drunk. In theory, these guys are true guys, so they can, of that period, which means in theory they can drink a lot of alcohol and still be fine. But they've been drinking, and they've been riding this bike, and they decide they're going to chase down a moving van that has the ice cream they want. And bystanders, apparently, that see this going on, all have figured out what they're up to and approve of this behavior, because even, like, in the cutout I'm going to show wherever on the screen, there are these ladies that they actually were being weirdo, they were checking them out on the street earlier, and apparently these ladies noticed and something, but point is, they even have, like, the cut scene of the ladies calling out, "Oh, buy us some too, buy us some ice cream too, won't you, cool drunk bros on a bicycle?" Yeah, like, it is just, to me, this is absurd, this absolutely ridiculous, like, set of, like, sequence of events that I'm talking about. And I'm technically not giving away the story because they actually do have like some story specific related talk where there's like a cutaway and they talk about, you know, the man, like the guy's relationship with his wife or something. But there's some, you know, they get some flashbacks, like cutaway story time in there that's relevant to the actual progression of the story. While they're having their drunk bicycle ice cream chase, which, you know, they get their ice cream later. You know, like I've got it in there that they succeed in their you know, their quest to achieve the ice creams. You know, and then at the very, you know, I've got the end bit too of just kind of like, you know, how do they round out the night or finish it off? It's the, you know, Keaton was the one that chased the ice cream down as the peddler, you know, the one moving the bike. And then when they're all done with the ice cream, they swap places, you know, and they, you know, have kind of a slow bro ride home or whatever. I'm not really sure if that's the word I need to be using, but for whatever reason, I just decided to use bro a whole bunch in this. But yeah, it's a goofy scenario that I really wanted to share and talk about, but I knew it was gonna just drag the other one out so long. So there it is. Again, another example of why I think you should try and read Master Keaton. But yeah, I don't know actually if the story keeps all those, you know, kind of lighthearted elements that I've talked about in the previous video in this one, all the way through to the end of book 18. But as of now, up to book 4, we got ourselves a klepto MacGyver that likes some ice cream chasing drunk bicycle action. You know, and like, what else do you need to know about this main character to want to, you know, read what other shenanigans he gets up to while helping the International Criminal Investigation, like, Bureau or whatever he's part of. There you go. Come on down to Manga-Mon. We've got it on the shelf. And if we don't, you know, we can also order it in. So, by all means, Master Keaton. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to come to the store that's in Waikiki. We're open from Tuesdays to Sundays, 10 to 5. If you can't make it into the store, don't forget to check out our website where we have everyday updates on what's expected to come in and what we actually have in stock. You can also order online.